also learning more about two other fires this month, one at Latham Village Apartments and one at a home in Cohoes. Each had some setbacks for first responders.
A fire hydrant failed at each location, forcing firefighters to resort to the next closest option. The fire in Cohoes left 3 families along with their many pets without a home. The building located on Congress Street was burned and has since been condemned.
Earlier this week in Latham, 2 apartments were destroyed when flames tore through the first floor of the building. No one was injured in either of these fires. Now, crews were able to hook up to other fire hydrants nearby, but they say that takes away precious time.
News 10 ABC's Anthony Krolikowski speaking with a local fire chief and the water commissioner about how they make sure that their cities are ready to fight fires.
We had on Congress Street, we had hydrants hooked up, and we went to go to a second hydrant for more water, and the seal broke.
So the Cohoes firefighters went to a third hydrant, stretching their lines around 250 feet away. Chief Joseph Fod says the typical northeast weather causes water mains to break and hydrants to fail all the time. But it's not the only reason.
Most of the hydrant problems you have are either knocked over by a driver with a car accident or the weather. So as soon as the hydrant is found to be defective, we turn it into the water department.
The chief says the Cohoes Water Department checks in on its hydrants once a year by flushing them out and greasing their fittings. And the fire department helps where they can. It's a similar situation in Albany. The water department is also in charge of its hydrants, all 3,547 of them. They are around 300 to 400 feet away from each other. Testing typically happens in the warmer months.
Our goal every year is to try to inspect at least 500 of those hydrants, pressure test them.
What about the other 3,000 hydrants? Albany Water Commissioner Joe Coffey says,
in a perfect world, we'd inspect every hydrant every year. But again, that's staff limited and resource limited.
Albany does test hydrants in more populated areas and near schools and hospitals more frequently. Whether in Cohoes or Albany, Chief Joseph Gregory has some advice.
We always stress in the wintertime is to shovel around the hydrant. That helps to access that hydrant in the event of an emergency. In the summertime, people may not think of it, but you'll see them plant shrubbery, which disguises the hydrant location.
If you come across a fire hydrant in your community and it appears to be damaged or leaking, the local Public Works Department wants to hear from you. Reporting in the Capital Region, Anthony Krolikowski, News 10 ABC.